When she chooses distance, something inside a man begins to break. Not the kind of break the world sees, not a wound that bleeds on the surface, but a tearing in the hidden places of the heart. It is the silence that cuts deepest. The kind of silence that makes every corner of your soul echo with questions you are too afraid to ask. In that silence, a man feels stripped bare. Pride falls away, strength feels like a mask. And suddenly you are face to face with yourself. The ache of her absence is more than missing her. It is the revelation of everything you fear you are not. It whispers in the night, was I enough? Did I fail her? Or has she simply seen through me to the part of myself I have refused to face? The truth is, her distance is not only hers, it awakens yours. Because every man carries shadows inside, and when love withdraws, those shadows rise like an army. Jealousy, rage, fear, desperation, all come rushing in. You want to chase, to beg, to demand. But the more you cling, the more she slips away, and the harder the battle becomes. The real fight is not with her. The real fight is with the storm inside of you. This is where most men collapse. They drown in bitterness, or they crumble into self-doubt. They curse her, or they curse themselves. But both are traps. Bitterness chains you to the past. Self-destruction blinds you to your worth. The harder road, the road that few dare to take, is to walk through the fire of heartbreak and let it burn away the illusions. Because the truth is, her distance does not create your wounds. It reveals them. She is not punishing you. Life is showing you the places where you are still unfinished, the fractures you hide behind strength. Her silence becomes a mirror, forcing you to see what you must heal, what you must grow, what you must confront. This is the battlefield no one talks about. The battle inside a man's heart. The war between the self he shows the world and the self he fears when he is alone. And yet, this is where transformation begins. Not in chasing her, not in proving your worth to her, but in discovering your worth apart from her. Her absence becomes the teacher. It teaches you to stand in the storm without begging for shelter. It teaches you to listen to the voice within that you have long ignored. It teaches you that love is not about possession. It is about freedom. And freedom begins when you are no longer enslaved by your own fear of being left. Yes, the pain is real. Yes, the silence is suffocating. But if you dare to sit with it, if you dare to feel it fully without running, something remarkable begins to happen. The man you thought you were dies, and the man you were meant to be is born. A man who no longer loves out of desperation, but out of fullness. A man who no longer fears abandonment, because he has learned to stand alone. The world teaches men to be strong by never breaking. But the truth is, real strength is born in the breaking. Real strength comes from facing the loneliness head on, from confronting your shadow, from choosing not to escape the pain, but to walk through it. That is how you rise. That is how you awaken. So when she chooses distance, do not see it as the end. See it as a beginning. See it as the fire that forges you into something deeper, truer, unshakable. Because the victory is not in winning her back. The victory is in not losing yourself. And when you come out of that fire, you will not be the same. You will be a man who has faced his own soul and survived. A man who no longer asks, am I enough? Because he has already found the answer within. A man who can love without fear, because he no longer needs love to fill his emptiness. Her distance is not the enemy. The enemy is the shadow inside you that whispers you are unworthy. And when you face it, when you fight it, when you defeat it, you discover the truth. You always were enough. That is the battle inside a man's heart. That is where a boy becomes a man. That is where loss becomes transformation. And that is where you learn that sometimes the silence of her absence is not a punishment. It is an initiation. When you emerge, you will not just be a man who loved. You will be a man who became.